Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a week in my life vlog. This will be a work week in my life. Honestly, I don't have anything super interesting planned, but this is an average week for me. I am a data analyst at a marketing agency, and I work fully remote. I work from home. So this is like a really regular week in my life situation. Today's Tuesday. I really didn't do a whole lot yesterday. Work was pretty busy. Ended up not even making dinner. We had leftover food from the weekend. Actually, low-key, leftover pizza from a Taylor Swift listening party I had on Friday. I wish I had some sort of morning routine or something I could share. But to be honest, I really don't. My mornings change all the time. Depends on if my partner is in town or not. The one thing that stays consistent is my cat will wake me up for food. And I've recently been getting into making lattes at home instead of going out for my little latte treat. So made a little vanilla cinnamon latte today. Fed the cat. Sat on the couch. I've been editing the thumbnail for my fall weekend vlog that should be live by the time you see this, so go check that out. Yeah, so that's been my Tuesday morning so far. Hopefully this week is a little bit more interesting, but at the very least it will be a realistic work from home vlog. Hello, coming at you at 4:23 p.m. I'm about to start making dinner. I am Colombian and Puerto Rican. I'm making pollo guisado, which is chicken guisado. If someone knows what that is in English, feel free to comment below. But so I'm just making some pollo guisado. We have some chicken thighs from the farmer's market from Rollingwood Farms. We get the majority of our meat from them. And otherwise it's just some tomato, onion, some sazon flavoring, salt, pepper, chicken bouillon. We add those Calabrian chilies from Trader Joe's, really good. Just give it some spice. And we just have it with like plain white rice. And then we usually do like a salad of some sort, but I don't have any lettuce in the fridge, so I might just do like a kale salad. I might see if he wants to go to the grocery store and get lettuce. We'll see. Good morning, folks. It is Wednesday. I'm pretty sure I left you guys on in my kitchen. I'm gonna make dinner. I think I filmed a little bit of that. I didn't show the final plate. I think I'm really bad at follow through. Maybe I'll get better as I continue to vlog. But so I made it. I did use the kale. Cute. We played Stardew Valley for like 4 hours. We're in winter year 2, so love that. Woke up this morning. We went to Chief's, spot in Noda in Charlotte, to get some coffee. They're not branded, but here's my little hot coffee. I got a vanilla latte. Can't go wrong with the vanilla latte. Theirs is especially really good because they use like the black beans, and so you can taste the little specks of vanilla, like it has little black specks. So pretty solid. It is around noon, lunchtime, taking a break from work. Jenna Han on YouTube, love her, and Selena. Those are two of my favorite YouTubers that I love to watch. We're just making some lunch for me and my partner. He also works from home, so we're home all the time. Making this ravioli. I get this from the Charlotte Regional Farmers Market. This is carbonara and pea ravioli. So I have just that going for a few minutes. I'll be using some leftover cracked pepper and parm from Get sauce. Love that brand. And yeah, just like a quick little grill lunch. Is Thursday the 9th. So I think you saw me make some coffee in the morning. We got these little mugs from Anthropologie. We have some of the regular, like, smaller ones, and then I really liked this colorway, but I was like, we don't need any more mugs. So we got them in like the soup size. So yummy for like hot chocolate and stuff like that. But I love that baby blue brown. That baby blue, like maroon brown colorway. So got those. Work started early this morning. Had a client meeting. The rest of my afternoon is meetings. But we're closed tomorrow. And I didn't know that until this morning. So I actually have Friday off, which is nice. I'm going to be able to run some errands. So I'll bring you guys along with me too. I made dinner last night and then I watched some Grey's Anatomy. Then I went to bed. So nothing was missed last night. Today I actually have plans after work. I'm going to go meet one of my friends and we're going to walk to dinner. So that'll be fun. I put out a video yesterday on Wednesday, and while I was like looking at the analytics for it, I looked at all of the other videos I put out. I think this is the most consistent I've ever been with YouTube, and this is the third video that I'm posting, ideally. It has a few tries from like 7 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever, and I was watching a few from 5 years ago, which is when I first moved to Charlotte, and I was working like my first post-grad job. They're pre-COVID videos. And in one of them, Lover had just come out from Taylor Swift. And I was like, oh my god, that's so funny. Because guess what just came out here? The Life of a Showgirl by Taylor Swift. I'm still a Taylor Swift fan. So love that for me. I think like in that video, I was like, Lover is like my favorite song so far. And then I was like, I don't know if I like the album. Which is so crazy because I was listening to Life of a Showgirl. And I was like, I've never not liked an album before. Like, this is insane. Like, blah, blah, blah. And goes to show, I'm literally a liar, because there is, in the one video I posted 5 years ago, there is a clip of me saying, oh, I don't know if I like this album, blah, blah, blah. And like, yeah, it's not one of my favorite albums ever. Lover, actually, is not one of my favorite albums ever, but like, I still like it. Like, no slander to Lover. And there's other songs on it that I enjoy. And I think they're, like I said, 1989 was like my third favorite album. That's not true anymore. I'm actually a 1989 hater. So, not actually. I mean, Out of the Woods, you can't, like, there's good songs on every album. I don't think every album you're going to love, like, head to toe for any artist, no matter whom it is, unless you're Noah Kahan. So I guess we'll see how I feel about his next album. But unless you're Noah Kahan. Noah Kahan hits, no misses. I just thought it was a fun, cute little full circle moment. And it'll just be funny that the first time in my life I'm actually consistent with videos. Still talking about the same stuff. Still yapping about the same things. Like, background of those videos was my very first apartment in Charlotte. And I had just moved here. I was my first agency job. And like, I wasn't even officially like in data. Yeah, I was doing social media. And now like my career has been like, I'm a full-on data analyst. Like, I build dashboards, I code things, I make databases, and it's just so interesting to see. And like, I own a house now in like Charlotte proper. So it's just kind of interesting to see like where we've come up. Pesto is still alive and well. I saw her in my last video. She was a skinny legend. Not so much anymore. But hey, she's still around and cute. She's like 8 now. So it's just kind of crazy to see, and part of me is like, wow, I wish I would have stuck with it so I could keep like rewatching videos of before, like when I was younger. And I don't take I'm so bad at taking pictures and like stuff like that. I'm just really bad at it. And so it was nice to have like something that was like documented to see. So I think that's part of my motivation. Like, I'm gonna finally be consistent now, whether people find me or not. It's fun to see like the videos and be like, wow, so that's what I was doing that week, August 14th to 19th of whatever year it was, 5 years ago. I guess 2019. Yeah, that's insane. Good morning. It's a Friday, almost 9 a.m. I woke up late. We're about like 7:45 until I showered, washed my hair. So things I want to do today is every Friday I go work from a coffee shop with two of my other corporate besties. So we do that every Friday. I don't work today, as I think we discovered yesterday. So I'm gonna bring my iPad and do some brainstorming for YouTube ideas, TikTok reels, and I think I'm gonna leave my content creation journey there for now. YouTube and TikTok reels. So I think I'm gonna plan some stuff out, see how that goes. And then from there, I'm gonna head over to the tailor and I am going to go to Lowe's because I need my drain upstairs. It's been 2 years that I've been living here, a little over 2 years, and my drain upstairs decided that it's clogged. And now there's like 2 inches of standing water in my standing shower. That started like Wednesday. So I'm gonna go get that so I can clear out that drain. I also wanted to see what their plywood slabs look like because I kind of want to do a kitchen DIY. If I do it, you'll see it. You'll see the beginnings of it. Maybe I'll make it its own little dedicated like home DIY vlog. I kind of want to see if they have that. And then I want to go to Jerry's Artorama. They're like a local art store. I say local because they're still a chain. They're in some states, but they seem just a little bit better than like a Michael's. We don't have any other options anymore. It used to be Joann's, and I don't go to Hobby Lobby. So, because they do framing, and I have this tin type that me and my partner took that I think I want to get framed in something chrome, and a coupon came in the mail. They're like 70% off this weekend, so I think I'm going to go and just get that quoted and see how much that would be. And then also I brought a print from Etsy and I sent it to Office Depot to be printed because they're the only ones who did canvas paper, and the printing was the same price across like CVS, Staples, Office Depot, and I couldn't find like a local Charlotte that'll just print like a one-off print. So if anyone knows of a place in Charlotte that's local that will do just random like one-off like poster prints, let me know because I'd love to go there next time. Apartment building.
And she played with 5 other dogs bigger than her.
I'm over to the right too. Hi everybody. So I'm in my car, as you can tell. I just got out of the coffee shop. Now it's 10:45, so I'm going to go run my errands now. We were at Night Swim Coffee, super good coffee. They had like a black pepper, like seasonal flavor, loved it. And then I got a breakfast sandwich with sausage, very good. I will say their food's kind of expensive for my coffee and my sandwich. It was $17.50 for like a cafe, so a little pricey, good nonetheless, not mad at it. So now I just checked when everything opens, so I think our first stop is going to be Jerry's Artorama, and then we'll double back this way, hit up Lowe's, and then from there go to the alterations place. And then the alterations place is right next to where I get my eyebrows done, so I think I'm gonna get my eyebrows threaded because you can't tell too much in the camera, but they're a little gross. So I think I could probably stand to do that. So yeah, next stop, art store. We are at almost 1 o'clock. I went to Black Hawk, as you saw. That place, freaking cool. I was like, I'm not gonna go to Lowe's. I was like, let's support local business today. I've never been to Black Hawk. I think it's an Ace Hardware affiliate, but it's huge. I like walked in, half of their store is hardware, and I was like, Wow. So I found the sickest knobs with marble handles, and they have like the accompanying like longer, like a pool. Oh my god. I need them in my life. I've been kind of looking for hardware for our kitchen because right now it's just like your basic black builder grade stuff and it's all knobs. Oh my god, they were so cool. They were so sick. So I might be going back there. I kind of wish I would have taken more video instead of the store. Next time I go back, I'll take some more. I did get hardware for my leopard print frame, which is what I thrifted, and I'm going to fill with the print that I have to go to Office Depot for. So I'll show you guys how that comes out. Did go to Office Depot, pick up the print, looks great, and then I framed it in the vintage frame. So, or a vintage. I got it secondhand. I don't know how old she is. But that was like a journey and a half too, because it was definitely was professionally framed at some point. So I had to like rip off the sticker and like blah blah. But I did it. I think she's cute. I should have filmed it, but let me show you. Look at her. Isn't she cute? I got the print off of Etsy, printed it at Office Depot on like their canvas fabric. And look, I thought it was like fun and cool. Then I just taped up and used like the staples that were in there. I just covered the staples with this tape. And I got this wire to hang it vertically because it originally hung horizontally. And then I also did get my eyebrows done. This is the after. I'll insert a clip of before where I like really focused on my eyebrows. They're a little bit thinner than I normally like them. I mean, so for real, I just go to a place and I'm like, first available, whoever it is. And the woman before me who had, like the girl who did mine, she was like crashing out because she was like, why are they so thin? And so then I had like a moment of panic. But I was too nervous to tell her that I like them thicker. So that's what she did, but they're not bad. Like, they're definitely thinner than I normally do them, but I don't hate them. If I fill them in a little bit, like, under the arch, they'll look probably as thick as, like, I normally wear them. And I prefer them cleaned up, I think, a little bit thinner than super thick and bushy and unruly, because I think it just frames my face a little bit better. Hey, everyone. It's been a few hours. I really haven't done much. I just sat on my couch for a little bit, made some rice and scrambled eggs, chilled, you know, scrolled on my phone a lot. I feel motivated to try to tackle decorating my office a little bit. So let me show you guys what we're working on. Okay, so when you walk in through my entryway, and then those are the stairs to go upstairs, you come in here, and then this is my office situation. So right now I have these vintage Lane furniture nightstands. They were my partner's. He got them from a coworker, and I'm obsessed with them. I don't know, I want to keep them, but I don't know how to make it work in here. So right now they just flank my desk, which I'm gonna be so for real, I don't use that often. I've been working remote since 2020, so I've had this for a really long time. It was originally, which you can see from how it's scratched right here, it was originally like that light like bamboo color, and these were originally white, which you can see from the stands, and honestly if you look really close, the edge of the legs, but I rub and buffed the stand for them to be like silver chrome, and I sanded it and did the gel stain, but I didn't seal it. I got lazy, and so it's been getting scratched over time. I honestly want to replace this, I think, at some point, just mainly because I don't need a standing desk. I don't work from my desk too often. I have a walking pad upstairs that I literally haven't turned on in 2 years. I want to replace it. There's this Pierce and Ward desk right now. It's technically a vanity, and it's like burlwood and black from West Elm. It's a Pierce and Ward West Elm collab, and it's burlwood and black. I love her. I love her so much. I think she'd be perfect because then I could have use vanity here with like a mirror up here, and I think it could double as a workstation because I just don't work from here that often. Would love to hear thoughts on what to do with the nightstands. So I got this couch. I did get it from the devil himself, Jeff Bezos. But I like her because she folds out to become a sleeper bed. So we needed this to function as like a half guest room too, because my parents live in Florida, so they do come up pretty often. So I needed them to have somewhere to sleep. And so it's kind of like a conversation pit couch with these things right over here. So this fits perfectly in this little nook. So then across, TV. So that's the vision for right now. I think ultimately what I would love to do is do built-ins. So it's like a little soffit situation. So I'd love to do built-ins here that go up and down and then have like drawers under the TV and then like the desk next to it, or I'm open even, I thought maybe getting like a marble remnant slab could be cool. I don't know. But I got a bunch of people out here to quote like getting built-ins all through right here. It was quite literally like $8,000. So that's not happening right now. But the whole point of us decorating is going to be, I think I want this to be a little gallery wall situation over the couch, similar to the one in the living room. So I have this that I already showed you guys. I have this mirror that's been sitting behind our couch for a while. I think I'm going to use it in here. And then I have this. I thrifted the frame, but the sticker on the back said it's originally Hobby Lobby. And then this print is from a local Charlotte artist. And then I got this from Facebook Marketplace. The print inside, I think she probably originally got it off of Amazon, but I got it for like $3 on Facebook, and then that's an IKEA frame. And then my other IKEA frame, I'll show you guys a little bit better once it's on, but this was a print that I got from the Charlotte Art Festival. And then I did order a custom mat. I didn't listen to the instructions, and they said to get it ½ inch smaller on all sides. And I simply didn't read that and didn't do it. So it is like the exact size I asked for, which means the print falls through a little bit. So it's taped as best as I can. I might end up changing it out if it bothers me too much. And then I got this from a Home Goods or a Home Sense. I thought it was really cool. I'm going for like retro vintage, and I liked the chrome car and like the way it's mounted. So I thought this would be fun. And then this lamp I found in the trash. And I got that quite literally in the trash. It was at my friend's apartment complex. We were driving by and I saw it like on the floor and I was like, oh, I want it. And then I got that lampshade from At Home. So that's what we're working with. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, chat. Made me feel super Gen-Z. I was listening to Michelle. I put this up on this wall. It is like barely, you can see I have like a ½ inch here and then like a ½ inch here, so like barely fits. It's a little too big, but I don't want to let her go and I don't know where else to put it, so that's that right now. And then I was playing with both of these and I'm kind of like, ooh, do we leave her just like this? Is that like, how do we feel about that? I do have these 3 other things to play with. I mean, this one, I'm not too heartbroken if like it doesn't get used in a gallery wall. It was just an IKEA frame situation. I could get another print for it that would make it maybe fit in a little bit better somewhere else. So a lot of options with her. But like, I did kind of like that guy. And that I got specifically for this office. So if I don't end up using it, I will probably return it. But I do kind of like how this looks by itself. Am I crazy? I don't know. I'll link their Instagram page below. I think you can buy prints online from them. I'm not 100% certain. And then this I got from Etsy. I'll leave the listing of like the actual print, but on their same Etsy page, you can do digital download. And that's what I did because I didn't feel like waiting for shipping. The goal for today is I have my hair appointment in an hour. I like to be a redhead. My dream in life, to be a natural redhead with freckles. These freckles you see on my face, those are tattoos. Those are not real. So, I cosplay as a little redhead with freckles. And the last time I went a little bit more brown than red, just to do something different. But I think we're going back to the red. I'm gonna have to get dressed. I typically try to wear like black t-shirt type vibes when I go, just so my hairstylist isn't stressed about her like staining my shirt or something. So I think I'm just gonna do black t-shirt, black jeans, and probably a denim jacket because it's a little cold outside. Alright, this is where I couldn't fit my black Uniqlo t-shirt, which means I desperately have to do laundry. But this little tank is from Stradivarius. I got it in Barcelona 2 or 3 years ago. This is gonna make me sound so bougie. This denim jacket is my partner's that he thrifted in Amsterdam. And then I'm just wearing Levi's baggy dad jeans. I've had these for like 3 years now. Love them. I have them in this black and then a lighter denim color. Okay. What I'm learning is I might need a bigger tripod. But I'm gonna go ahead and just, I love how my hair slept, I guess. I like it recently. I like when my hair has been a little bit more wavy than curly. So I like sometimes just doing the leave-in conditioner with like no extra hold. But then I will say I get these like end pieces that just look extra straight to me. So I'm not sure if I'm loving that, but also I desperately need a haircut. So I'm glad for my appointment today because I think some of those extra straight pieces are like my dead ends that need to be cut off. I've only been very recently into getting my hair blown out. I used to never do it at home. I didn't even own a blow dryer. And now I still don't even own a blow dryer. I use one of those like Revlon blow dryer brush things. But I used to like never do that at home. But I don't know, this year I was like, sometimes a girl just wants a blowout. Is that so bad? So I think that's all I'm gonna do makeup wise, but just so I felt like a little bit more put together. It's 9:26, so I have to get on out of here, but hopefully I see you later pleased. So we'll see. Okay, I feel like I look drastically different since my last little talking clip. You probably saw a little video of me maybe in the salon, maybe like right before I walked in. But this is the end result. I went a little bit more red. This looks way brighter on camera than it does in real life. A little bit more red, a little bit more dimensional, and I got like kind of bangs, not really bangs. You have to let me know what you think. Only if it's nice though. You can't say a mean thing because then it'll hurt my feelings. Back at home, I ran my little errands first. From Home Depot, I got this brown planter. I just like the shade of this one more for that money tree over there that's blowing up. It was like 10% that size 3 weeks ago. And then Erin, if you're watching this, you're getting this for your birthday. Cute, clean. I figured you put a candle on it. It could be like a little rain dish. I thought it was so cute, and you love that color. So I love that for us. From Home Depot, I got this little can light converter kit for that light that's actually up there and on. I got a flush mount light to go on it, so I need to convert it. And then the piece de la resistance is, look at this amazing mirror. Isn't it so cool? Look at that, y'all. Like, look at that detail. It's from the 1992, according to this on the back here. I thought this was a steal. I saw that on the wall and I just picked it up from Restore. I was like, this is mine, and I carried it around the store. So love that, very pleased with that. And then I also got these two Baldwin candlestick holders. See, they're both Baldwin, and I like them because they were matching. Baldwin does like the solid brass, so they're hefty. I thought they were cute. You never know when you need a candlestick holder. And then we're back to revisiting this wall. I still don't know. I think I like just both of these here, but I'm not entirely sure what to do with all the other prints I got. Like, where else should they go? Leave a comment and tell me where they should go. I think that brings us to the end of this week's vlog. You got to watch me work from home. Very realistic work from home, where sometimes I don't do a lot and don't leave my house, but sometimes I do activities with my friends. I included the little hair vlog so you guys can see that. And yeah, so I think that's the end of the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed following along the week with me, and I hope that you like the content. If you have any thoughts about how I could be better, or things you want to see, or anything like that, leave them in the comments. I'd love to know. I'm new at this, I think you can tell, as much as I've been on and off trying for the last few years. So I'd love to know, like, what can I do better? What would you like to see? Let me know. Otherwise, I hope to see you for my next video.